What's going on, YouTube? Old Tom Rambler 69. I'm gonna give you guys a update on my my Bronco. If I keep forgetting to do an update, and if I keep going here, I'm gonna have it done. So we'll give you an update on that. First off, we're gonna give you a little mail call, see what's coming in the mail. We got Gary G's Car Dreams and Styrene. Gary in Austria. Great channel, guys. If you're not subscribed to Gary, go check out his channel. Does really good videos over there, some awesome builds. So check Gary out. Great guy. Thanks, Gary. Appreciate it, buddy. And we got Chip and Lisa's card. Old Chevy Cheeseburger over at Extreme, and they sent a card when I made an order here not too long ago. So thanks, Chip, Lisa. Appreciate it. And we got Jairus's card. That's Richie over in the UK. He does a lot of cool stuff on his channel too. So if you're not subscribed to Jairus, go check out Jairus. Great guy. Appreciate it, Richie, man. Appreciate it, buddy. So that's the mail call. And then we're going to show you what we got going on here with this Bronco. And show you that. We've been working on this interior quite a bit. There's the interior tub. If you guys can see all that real good. We went ahead and did some research, figured out where the seat belts went. It's got down here's a retractable belt. It's going to be hard to see, but there's a buckle down there that I put in for the retractable side, and the back just had the lap belts. So we got some photo etch belts and seat belt material, and I think the interiors come out really good, and turned out nice. One thing Revell did do, or did not do, was they didn't give you this transfer case shifter, which I don't know how they missed that. This Bronco's definitely got a manual transmission. It's got a clutch pedal. The transmission is a manual, so I don't know if when they was up there looking at one, they looked at an automatic and they only seen the transfer case shifter in there and screwed up somehow. But they only give you the one shifter, so I parts boxed a short one out. So we got one in here for the transfer case. So it's got both shifters in it now. So looks pretty good. But we did a little bit of pastel chalks on the floor mat and got it so it looks more like a rubber floor mat in there. So it turned out pretty good, guys. I'm happy with it. This is a roll bar that comes in the kit, and looks pretty good. So we'll be getting all that installed here real soon. Here's the got the dash all done. This dash pad was 69, I think, and older. The other dash, the first 2 Gen Broncos, this dash pad would not have had this notch in it. So that starts dating this Bronco kit, because they say, you know, it's a 66 to 77, but when you start looking at parts in this kit, you can figure out narrow down what year this particular Bronco is. It's not the very early Bronco. There's a lot of stuff wrong if you're trying to build the original early Bronco. They give you some great decals in here for everything. Got a radio face comes in the kit and stuff, so you get some great decals in the kit. But the dash turned out really good. We got the grill ready to go. Once again, they give you some variation colors for doing the Ford letters, and we got this all done, and I think it turned out really good. So we're happy with the grill. We'll be getting that put in probably today. I did do an aftermarket spare tire like Kel Gaither had on his from Fireball Model Works. The kit piece isn't that great, and this one here, I screwed up the Ford decal, but I'll get another one from Joe over at Fireball and fix that. I screwed the Ford up, but they were really super thin decals. But this part right here is awesome. The detail is phenomenal. It looks exactly like the wheel would have looked. Tire has all the name wrote on it, and you got all the wrinkle here from where the spare tire cover is pulled on there. It's a phenomenal piece. So if anybody builds this, I highly recommend you buy this aftermarket spare tire. It's a really nice piece. Something else I did, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the kit, but when you build this, we'll real quick shot here of the body, and then I'll take this top off. We got the top done. It's just sitting here, as you can see. It's not glued in place. I don't know if I'm going to glue it or not. We'll see. May have to, because it's really not going to sit very well if I don't get it glued. We'll see. It's a shame to cover the interior up. There's a lot of work in my interior, so I'll make that decision what we're going to do with it. But we got all the glass in. That was a little bit of a work. There's not a big glue surface on this glass, so it did have a nice top come out really nice. But what they did when they made this kit, which I know why they did it because it would probably get broke in the box and packaging. The windshield's a separate piece. This whole piece is a separate piece that you glue on, which is fine. But you have to mock that up with the top and everything to get everything lined up. But your door frame here and your vent window is a piece of glass. So this all glues into here, like so. And you get your frame of your door, your vent window, and your glass. And I'm sure they did that because it's so small, it would have probably got broken in the box if you tried to mold all that stuff. It'd have got screwed up. But I went ahead and tried something. I didn't know if I was going to be able to pull this off, but we've cut the glass out. And we left the door frame and the vent window. So this will get glued in place right here. And I'll end up having open windows in mind. All the other ones I've seen's got, your door frame and windows all one piece. But I've cut the glass out, which this is, so this piece I'm holding, this over here is clear glass that I've painted body color for your door frame. So that was a little bit of a challenge, because that wasn't a lot, and you know how brittle the plastic on glass can be to snap that. But we got that all cut out, and we bare metal foiled the trim for the vent window, and then we got the body color for the door frame. So when this gets glued in, it's going to look really good, and we're going to be happy with that. So that was a challenge. That took a little bit of time. But here's the body. It's dark browns metallic, a Model Master color. It's a nice color. Some of these old Broncos had this copperish color on them. We did BMF on the side trim. These marker lights, that's one of the things that dates this vehicle. They come out in 1970 in this position and style, so that puts you now to a 70 Bronco at the very latest. But I'll show you something else that dates it further. We got everything looking pretty good. We got a decent shine on it, and this side will show you. We just got these. We BMF these side markers, and then we just paint we'll paint that red in the clear amber to get your marker, because the very back of that has your trim on it. That was the only part of that marker. There's just a little bit of trim that will stay chrome, but we just BMF that and got all that done. But it's really looking good. I'm happy with it. And now if you look at the back and see my tag, it says 71 Bronco. The windshield washer bottle in this that they got molded in, I did a lot of research on parts on these things, and that windshield washer bottle is 71 to 77 only. So that puts, if you're building this model and you need to know a year for putting it in a show, it's no older than older than a 71. So you could go anywhere from 71 to 77 and be correct, because I've looked at all the marker lights and all the parts on this kit to determine what it is. But we just did a little painting. All this stuff's molded in, so we had to pick all this stuff out. But that washer bottle right there, that's 1971 style. It's a 77. So, and then see, they copied this off a Bronco somewhere where they went to scale this, and then the one they looked at had an MSD ignition box over here on the side, which naturally wouldn't be any factory part. But we went ahead. I had some decals, so we got the MSD on there and got the MSD box all painted up. But it's coming out really good. We're happy with it. Not a lot left to do, but final assembly pretty much. Get the interior in and everything going here. Get those door frames glued in place, and radiators got to go in and some stuff, and we'll get this thing buttoned up pretty soon. But we want to give you an update, or we're going to be done with it. So the next one on this will be a final video. So take care. Don't want to keep you guys too long. Old Tom, Rambler 69. We're out here, guys.